singing this song to see what's going on. I don't know if I'm live. I don't know what's going down. All I know is that at night I like to be around. Hello. My name is Psycho Berto. Actually, that's not my name. That's my YouTube channel name. My name is Umberto Castaneda, and it's way past your Berto time. How's everyone doing? Sorry, it's been a while. I've been very busy, unfortunately, but I've been meaning to make more of these. I really enjoy making them. It's more than anything therapy for myself. And tonight, there might actually be a viewer. I wonder if we'll see a viewer. Let me see if we can coax a viewer out from the world, the World Wide Web. Let's see. Bronwyn, where are you? Where are you, Bronwyn? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Can we message Bronwyn? Like, yo. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Tonight's going to be interesting because I want to talk about something that has been bothering me. And it is the idea of failing to live to your potential. Failing to live to your potential. What does that mean? What is failing to live to your potential? What is your potential? Do we all have some sort of fixed, known potential that is well understood that we should all, like, is this labeled on us somewhere? Does anyone know what their potential is? Here's an example. Take Michael Jordan. I just finished watching the amazing documentary, The Last Dance. Highly recommend it. Sure, it's one-sided, whatever. It's great. I really enjoyed it. But take Michael Jordan. Did he live up to his full potential? I mean, it'd be hard to say he didn't, right? Like, if Michael Jordan didn't live up to his full potential, and I know he's still alive, I'm saying, just so far, who didn't? Or like, who did? Like, if he didn't live up to his full potential, who lived up to their full potential? That it doesn't seem possible to go past that point. Other ideas. What about Einstein? Did Einstein live up to his full potential? I mean, the guy revolutionized physics, right? Like he had so many innovative ideas that have basically established the foundation for the 20th century, make what I'm doing right now possible in many ways. Did he live up to his full potential? Did he not live up to his full potential? What else could Einstein have done? Unified physics? I guess. Right, so, we can give these examples. Maybe they're extreme examples, but we've got to be able to conclude some people have lived up to their full potential. Meaning, full potential cannot be defined as infinite, like infinite accomplishment, right? Like perfection. That that would be unrealistic, unhelpful. So if it's not that, what is it? We could also think of people that didn't live up to their full potential. And then there's some controversial ones, right? Like some questions we could ask that I don't even want to go down these paths. Like people like, Pol Pot, Hitler, these kind of madmen, right? Did they live up to their full potential? It's horrific to think like. So I don't want to think about it that way, right? Because here's the thing: I don't believe there is some sort of pre-written full potential for anyone. I don't believe in that. Maybe it is. Who knows? No one knows what this universe is, right? But I don't believe it. So if there isn't some pre-written full potential, that means that we all get to write our history and we get to make choices. Oh, and by the way, I don't believe, I also don't believe we have what we would romantically imagine as true free will. And, that's a hard pill to swallow because we all grow up thinking like we have free choices and things. And granted, day to day, for practical purposes, the way it feels, we do have choices, right? Like, what are we gonna have for dinner? Where should we go this weekend? Should I take my umbrella with me? Should I work out right now? Like, these all feel like choices we make. And I'll make a whole other episode about this, but we are not really making those choices in any way that we would like to think is absolutely free, right? If you disagree, that's okay. Like I said, I'll go into it another time. But whether you agree or disagree with that point, it, the fact remains that we have our practical experience day to day is that we are making choices. So therefore, I could say, well, reaching one's full potential, let's say, has to do something with the choices we make day to day. And the day to day is critical because the problem is that I don't believe that you can reach your full potential on a burst, like cram for the last minute for the test. This is something I've struggled with in my life a lot, like the idea of cramming for things, trying to delay, and then like burst effort. But I actually don't believe that you can reach a full potential that way. And certainly some of these examples I gave did not do that, right? They spend their lives on their trying to reach their goals, their full potential. And that's true. I just can't think of any example of someone that reached their full potential that we think might have, quote unquote, done that whose life wasn't consumed by that goal, by that pursuit. Okay, but we still haven't really figured out, how does one figure out their full potential? How does one know if one's on the right track? Uh, Here to say, like, spoiler alert, I don't think there's answers to this. Like, there's no finite answers to these problems. But I'm wondering how much we can triangulate. And the reason I care so much about this is because I'm trying to reach my full potential. But I don't think I've reached. I don't think I've really spent, like, sort of lit the right matches the whole way through in order to reach the full potential. So what is my full potential? Well, that's hard to know. I mean, I have a lot of ambitions, a lot of goals. For example, I'm writing a book. You may not have known that, but I am writing a book. And I'm about halfway through the first draft. It's a fiction book. And I intend to finish it this year. COVID and all, gonna finish it. But is finishing the book me reaching my full potential? No. So what is my full potential? I've done a lot of thinking about this, and I keep coming to this point of, like, I don't think it can be defined by a goal. Like, okay, if I get to this goal, that means I will have reached my full potential. And the reason I don't think that is because, well, there's a problem with that, right? Take Michael Jordan. Did he reach goals? He certainly did, right? He finally did well in high school. I know that he didn't initially get picked for the team, whatever, but he did eventually, and then he did great. Then he got into college, and then he did great in college, and then he got into the NBA, right? And then he did great in the NBA, and then he won a championship. Then he won another championship, then another championship, and then, like, he took a break. He accomplished the goal of playing baseball, not quite professionally, so maybe that's one goal he didn't reach his full potential on. Hard to say, right? Then he went back to the NBA, another championship, another championship, another championship. And yet, you watch The Last Dance, or you can just kind of intuit that the fact that he came back to the NBA again, probably feeling he hadn't, like he wasn't done. He hadn't reached his full potential or whatever, right? I mean, he might phrase it differently, but it's kind of a manifestation of that feeling of, like, I haven't done everything I could have done. So because of that, granted, it's just one example, but still, I just have this sense that it's not about a goal. So if right now you ask me, well, what would it mean to reach your full potential? And I told you, I got to finish my book. I don't think that's it. Oh, I got to get the book published. I don't think that's it. I got to sell 10 million copies. I don't think that's it. Be nice, but I don't think that's it. I think it's about that day to day. It's more of that, like, almost a Zen thing, but it's not like a fully detached thing in my mind. It's like, if at the end of the day you can ask yourself, you can look in the camera, or look in the mirror, just close your eyes and look inside yourself and say, and ask, did I pull, did I pull everything I could out of me today just to give this day my all? And if the answer is yes, or pretty damn close, I mean, like, that's great, right? Leave nothing, leave no gas in the tank, leave nothing on the table. So I think if you can honestly look at the end of your day and just ask that question, did I give it my all? That's the start. Now, you might be giving it your all in something that over time doesn't accrue to something that makes you happy. And that's fair. That's totally fair. So I guess part of the definition is, what does it mean to have given it my all in a day? And that's where I go, like, yeah, it's not good enough to say, for me anyways, this is how I'm thinking about it. It's not good enough to say, I gave it my all in this crappy job or this crappy experience that I'm working on, or whatever I'm doing, because it's not going to add up to what you want. Now, it doesn't mean you should not do a good job, that you should get fired. No, that whatever your job is, whatever you got going, like, you should be responsible. You should deliver. You should be someone that's accountable. But if it's not sort of part of your ambition, your grander goals, it might not add up. So when you look at all your days, you might look at them. Now, it might, right? So you could define it in a way that it does. You could say, no, look, what I want to do, my goals are, I want to save up, I want to have a comfortable life, and I want to be independent, right? And so if you're working every day, giving your all, putting your money, not being irresponsible, and it's accruing, and you're really, then I guess you're giving your all. That is what you're trying to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's hard to do. That's great. And there's other cases. Like in my case, to me, it's not really about like, oh, I need enough money for retirement. Like, of course I do. Like, I need that, right? Or I just want more recognition by my peers at work, or I want to ship that one big project. To me, it's not about that. To me, I consider myself first a creative person. And so for me, I want to put my creations out. I'm a bit of a narcissist. I'm a bit of an egoist. So like, I get satisfaction from putting my creations out. I want to live forever. And therefore, if I don't get my stuff out there, I don't live forever. That's my thing. Now, am I wrong? Will I realize, my deathbed, like, oh, I was so wrong. That was so misguided. Yeah, maybe. But I don't have that information. What I know makes me happy right now is whenever I put creative output into the world. I've recorded music. I've put a couple CDs out. They haven't sold. Doesn't matter. I was happy. I was happy that I put that music together. I'm proud of that. And I'm proud that it was done, I've recorded a podcast for 11 years, almost 12 years, with my friend Kirk. And I'm happy about that. That's work that we've put out, This book, when I'm done with the book, it'll be something I've put out. And that makes me happy. So for me, that giving him my all, living up to my full potential every day is, did I make progress towards putting my creative output out into the world? And if I did, then I gave it my all that day, and I can look myself in the mirror, like look myself in the camera and say, I did. And I can sleep. And I can wake up and do it again. And that accrues to what I want, and that accrues to happiness and satisfaction and job well done. And that to me is living up to my full potential. And then there's tendrils there. There's, because I need to be healthy in order to do it. And I need to have my relationships be strong. And so, there are side requirements, and I need a living. Like, I need to be able to pay for things while I'm doing that, right? So I can't be destitute and all these other things. But the primary has to be there in my mind. So yeah, that's what I think about when I think about reaching your full potential. And I'd love to hear about what it means like for you. What is your full potential, and what does it mean to reach a full potential? What are other great examples of folks that have reached their full potential? What are examples of folks that haven't reached their full potential? I'd love to know. I think I can learn a lot from seeing how folks react to what I think. I think that's a valuable way to learn, both for the receiver and for me, for the person talking. So, anyways, would love to hear your ideas. Thank you very much, and have a great night. And I'll see you again when it's way past your Berto time. Freeze and end the stream.